Good morning everyone, and welcome to the Isle of Man. We have made it, we are here, and I'm not gonna lie to you guys, we had an early start this morning. I think I mentioned it in yesterday's vlog, but we had a 4 AM alarm. It was a little bit tough at getting up this morning, so I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I was not ready to pick up the camera until we arrived. I put some makeup on, and Alex's mum has already made me a coffee. So I am very, very happy right now, but we have made it to the Isle of Man, and I'm so excited to be here. If you didn't watch my last video, my little like pack with me, we are basically here visiting Alex's parents. This is where Alex's parents live. It's where he has been from since he was 10. Watch that video if you basically want a history on Alex. Basically, I was chatting all about where he's from, where he's been, but yeah, we have made it and we are so excited to be here. We're just here for a long weekend, Friday to Monday, so we are going to make the most of being here. But it's really exciting to be here, and honestly I've never seen their new flat before. His parents moved into this flat last year, and it's so lovely to see. It feels like we are in the bougiest hotel in their guest room. Like, let me show you the bathroom. Honestly, I'm obsessed. They had these bathrooms redone, and look at that shower. I cannot wait to use that tonight. I'm gonna have to ask his mum what diffuser she is using because it smells incredible in here, and I love these soaps. Savant, I'm assuming you say that. She's even, bless her, put some robes on the back of the doors, so we literally feel like we are getting the full hotel experience whilst we are here. But I've literally just chucked on some makeup, put on one of my favorite dresses. This is kind of mirrored, so hopefully you can see, it's a little bit dark, but it's kind of like a mirrored wardrobe effect. But I've got this gorgeous little next half linen dress, and I'm not gonna lie, it's a little bit chilly. So I've also, which I've just unpacked into here, I've brought my Phase 8 little tweed jacket, which I'm so glad I brought. I'm not gonna lie, I'm really glad that I brought this because it is chilly. really chilly here in the Isle of Man. We said goodbye to blue skies and sunshine in Hampshire, and we have come to basically grey cloud here on the Isle of Man. But I'm not gonna lie, we weren't really expecting anything less because we are in the middle of the Irish Sea here on the Isle of Man, if you don't know. So yeah, I thought this dress was perfect. So I'm hoping the sun's coming out later on this afternoon, but I've just gone for a bit of a half up, half down do, because I don't know if anyone else gets this, but whenever I take a flight, like, it doesn't matter if it's literally a short flight like this one, it was literally 50 minutes, or if it's like a 4-hour flight, I always end up getting greasy hair. So even though it's only about 1 day old, I feel like it is not looking cute at the moment. So yes, I've chucked my hair up. I'm just trying to find some good lighting. I've chucked my hair up in a half up, half down kind of do. I'm probably gonna wash it before tonight because we've got a really lovely meal booked tonight. I'm also wearing my Apple Watch, which I don't normally wear, but I feel like whenever I'm traveling, I always love to wear it. And we're probably going to be getting our steps, and so I think we're heading straight out. We're gonna do some exploring because it does feel so nostalgic to be back here. I think I said in my last vlog that we've worked out it's been 5 years since I was last here, and I used to always come over as a teenager to visit Alex in between our university holidays, and it feels really nostalgic to be back. So lovely to catch up with his parents. I'm gonna finish my coffee, have a little spritz of perfume, just a bit of a freshen up, and then we're gonna head out and do some exploring. Does this feel?
It's been a minute.
It's been a minute. We've come down to Laxey Beach, which is the village that Alex used to live, that he grew up in. They were the Laxey lads. And literally, it just feels so bizarre to be back here. It's been so many years since we have been here. It's such a gorgeous beach, especially when the sun is shining. It's absolutely stunning. It's a little bit overcast still, but hopefully the sun's gonna come out this afternoon. Later now, and I have just had the most amazing shower. I feel like there is nothing better than after a day of traveling, just doing that like full reset shower. I wasn't even planning on washing my hair, but as I said, it was really greasy after the plane ride today. Even though it was only an hour journey, so I've just done like a full body scrub and wash my hair, and I'm just doing my skincare ready for tonight. It also felt so good to wash my face because I had my lashes LVR'd yesterday, and I don't think I actually showed you. I think I was quite a bad vlogger yesterday, but they're looking really nice and curly, and I just got my brows topped up and tidied, and you're not allowed to get them wet for 24 hours afterwards. So this morning I couldn't wash my face properly, couldn't kind of like cleanse properly, so it just feels so nice to have given it like a full cleanse. And I actually use, let me get them out because I have never tried this brand before. I'm borrowing Alex's mum's shampoo and conditioner, and she has Function of Beauty, and I've heard really good things about it and can confirm that it was so lovely. This is the straight hair conditioner and shampoo, and I absolutely loved them. So I used them to wash my hair, and I'm just putting on my skincare now. So obviously using the Clinique Moisture Surge Eye Serum, and then gonna go in with the Sculpted by Amy Hydro Glow Hydrating Serum. Absolutely love this. I picked this up at the event that I went to a couple of weeks ago, and it really is just like a drink for the skin. And honestly, what is it about flying that just makes every part of your body so dry? Like your skin is dry, you feel like you could just drink like 10 gallons of water. My hair felt really dry as well. It felt greasy and dry at the same time. It was very confusing. But yeah, we're going out for dinner tonight. We're going to a lovely Indian restaurant, which I'm really excited about, because I haven't had an Indian in absolutely ages. Confession time, I'm a korma girl. Please comment down below if you are like me. I can't handle spice at all. I just can't handle it. This is the Cloud Cream from Sculpted by Amy. It's a really handy little travel size. I kept it very minimal. You would have seen in my last vlog if you watched all the way to the end. I kept it super minimal with regards to my skincare, because I just wanted to make sure that I was packing as light as possible. So I'm gonna get my makeup on and get ready for a lovely meal this evening. So I've just given my hair a quick brush through. Also, of course, I had to bring a Cyber Jammies robe. It is my favourite thing to bring, like a matching robe and pyjamas set. So this is the little animal print set from Cyber Jammies, which I will leave links down below. I've just put some Coco and Eve hair oil in my hair. Also, if you're wondering why I've taken off my ring, I do like to take my ring off whenever I shower. We are not getting divorced, don't you worry. This is the Like a Virgin Miracle Hair Elixir, and I absolutely love this. I've actually started using this on Alex as well, and as someone who's got curly hair, he has been loving this. So I thought we could do a quick little get ready with me for dinner tonight. I've got an hour before we need to leave, so I can just take my time and get ready a little bit more leisurely. So first of all, I'm going to go in with the Bobbi Brown Primer Plus Protection. It does have an SPF 50 in, which isn't really necessarily for the evening, but I feel like it's just always nice to have a little bit of SPF on no matter what time of day it is. I mean, considering it's summer, it literally doesn't get dark until about 10 p.m. at the moment, so there's never any harm in having some SPF on your face. Honestly, by the way, I'm so sorry that my face always goes so red whenever I do these get ready with me's, but I am just someone who, I'm very sensitive skinned, and I always just find that my face goes so red, so I always just like to give that a minute to kind of just like dry into my face. I'm also just going to leave my hair wet whilst I'm getting ready, because I always like to give my hair a little bit of time to air dry before I blow dry it. I just feel like it's healthier for your hair. I find that it's better for it and less like harsh. So now that that's had a little minute to sink in, I'm going to go in with the Sculpted by Amy Brightening Up Under Eye Concealer. I am loving this concealer at the moment. It's just like a really nice lightweight one, and I'm finding my skin's actually not looking too bad at the moment. I feel like in terms of blemishes, it's looking okay. One thing that I do find is I always get such a red nose, so I always like to put a little bit of concealer on my nose, and just give that a little bit of a dab in with my blender. This is actually a sponge from, what's the brand? Beauty Fact, and I love these sponges. I have to admit, I think I am converted. I used to be obsessed with the Real Techniques ones, but these I just think are a little bit better. They're just a bit more, like, I want to say stodgy, and I don't mean that in a bad way, but yeah, I am loving them. We have had such a lovely afternoon. I think I vlogged whilst we were down on Laxey Beach, but it's felt very nostalgic coming back. So as I said, Laxey was the village that Alex grew up in, or at least like spent pretty much the entire of his teenage years there, and it's where we used to go down whenever I would come and visit him, and we would always go down to the beach. We'd like have an ice cream on the beach, and it's just absolutely gorgeous there. And they've had a few developments since we were last there. They've got like this little shack which we just grabbed a little panini for lunch, had like a slice of cake and a coffee, and even though obviously the sun isn't shining, it's not like the most glorious day, it's just so lovely to get that like coastal air. Obviously being down in Hampshire, we are by the coast, but where we're in the New Forest, we're not like, we don't have like a beach right on our doorstep, so just so lovely just to go down, get a little bit of sea air and just soak in the surroundings. Oh, this is the Sculpted by Amy Hydra Tint. Absolutely loving this, even for like an evening. It's just such a gorgeous base. It just gives like a really natural glow. Nothing too thick, but still quite perfecting on the skin, I would say. And then gonna go in with the Hourglass Ambient Light Palette. And I know I've spoken about this before, but I'll chat you through my kind of technique when it comes to applying contour slash bronzer. If you are a round face girl like me, this is a game changer. So I actually use 2 of the bronzers. So I first go in with this darkest one. What I do is I actually pinch my bronzer brush and basically do quite a harsh line right on the side of my face like that. So you can see it's like a really harsh line. Obviously does not look natural in the slightest. It just looks like you've drawn on the side of your face. I then go in with the middle shade and basically blend it out. And I blend all the way up to the side of my face as well. I feel like it looks so much more natural when the bronzy glow kind of comes up to your forehead a little bit more, and just kind of like, it isn't just completely, what's the word, targeted? Is that the right word? To your cheekbone. It just kind of like blends into your facial structure a little bit more naturally. I don't know how well you can see, but it's just so much more natural, and it just gives you a little bit more of like a bronzy contour rather than like a harsh line. I'm then going in with my favorite Bobbi Brown blush. Honestly, I still cannot believe that I used to never wear blush. Literally up until, was it January of this year? I discovered this, and it's such a gorgeous one. It is the Brightening Blush in Blushed Pink, and what I actually do is kind of apply it more like a highlighter. So I go right in the kind of like upper arch of my cheekbone and just kind of apply a little bit there. Ooh, is that what you're wearing? Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, I like that shirt. That's really nice.
Thank you.
Goes really well with the trousers.
Thank you.
You've ironed it very nicely.
Thank you.
Has it been nice to go through your childhood memories today?
Very nostalgic. Very nostalgic.
Literally pointing out where you've like, that's where I broke my ankle. That's where I used to skim stones. That's where we had a barbecue.
Well, it's hard because it's so similar. Like,
it's like
so familiar.
Nothing's changed, but everything's changed.
Yeah, exactly.
I know what you mean.
It's different.
Right, then I go over the top with my foundation brush and just blend that all in together. I just find that that's the best piece of makeup advice I ever received. Is basically, I think they call it is it underlining, not underlining?
It's Under Armour, I believe, isn't it?
Not Under Armour. Under painting, it's something like that, where basically you apply everything kind of like in reverse, but I don't really do it that way. I just basically go over the top with the foundation brush just to blend it all in together. Then, because I am looking a little bit shiny, I'm going to go in with the Sculpted by Amy powder, which is a really lovely powder, just to kind of like set everything in place and just make sure that it's all basically staying nicely on my face. Brows wise, as I mentioned recently, I've not really been doing much to my brows at all. All I'm going to go in with was my little spoolie brush, which is actually a freebie that I picked up from a makeup counter, and the Bobbi Brown eye gel, and I really love how little I have to do to my brows now. I just feel like it's made such a difference in terms of my makeup routine, and I also feel like I'm actually not the kind of person that suits really bold brows. I think I've got quite a small face, and I feel like if my brows are too big and too bold, it just kind of like takes over a little bit too much of my face, and just it kind of looks a little bit too harsh. It doesn't really suit me. So I feel like having softer, more like feminine brows is so much more me, and I'm so much happier with them now. So all I do is a little brush through like that. Okay, I have realized I've made a mistake. I've not actually brought any eyeshadow brushes. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to compromise a little bit, and I'm going to kind of just try something a little bit different. I'm actually going to go in with my blush brush, and I'm just going to apply the smallest amount. This is basically kind of like the French girl technique, where you just have the same color eyes as you do your cheeks, and then I'm going to do a little bit of a liner flick, because you know what I'm like, it's a classic for me. Oh, there's nothing better than fresh lashes. I just feel like doing my makeup is so much easier and quicker, but that liner just gives that a little bit of definition. It just helps kind of like pull the face up a little bit. You know, I always love being able to give that more like hourglass look. And because we're keeping it super simple, I'm just going to leave it there in terms of face makeup and just finish off with my lips. Obviously, I'm going in with the Clinique lip liner in Intense Blush, because this is just the best liner I own. And then finishing off with the NARS lip butter in the shade Orgasm, because It is just my favourite lip balm in the entire world. And to keep that all in place, just a quick little spritz of the Sculpted by Amy Hydrate and Hold setting spray. I love this setting spray. It's a really lovely one and just keeps everything in place. So that is makeup done. It's quite a simple Ellie look. Like, this is kind of my everyday makeup, just a little bit more elevated for the evening. I'm going to quickly blow dry and straighten my hair, and then we can pick up outfits. I may have only had hand luggage, but if there's one thing I could never be without, it is my GHD straighteners. Okay, outfit of the evening. I am kind of struggling between two dresses. Number one is the gorgeous little River Island dress with the little rose. I absolutely love this one. It's like an off the shoulder number. Number two is the M&S bodycon one. My main concern about this one is that it's a bit sheer. I don't know if it's going to be too much for tonight. I think I might go for the M&S one and then elevate it a bit with my jewellery, because as you would have seen in my last vlog, I brought a lot of Pandora pieces that I could style up. So I think I'm going to go for this one. This is one of those dresses that looks nothing on the hanger, but oh my god, when I put it on, I mean, look at this dress. I absolutely love it. It's just like a really lovely bodycon with like this ruching around the middle, so it's super flattering, and I really love the kind of like, I don't want to call these puff sleeves, they're just like little shoulder pads just to elevate your shoulders a little bit and bring the eye up. I feel like it's a bit dark behind me, so I don't know if you're going to be able to see the full dress all too well, but it really is one of those dresses that I just find super flattering. Now we need to decide what jewellery we're going to go with. Okay, we are going for a bit of a gold and silver hybrid, because I really wanted to wear the pearl necklace. I really love how this looks with this neckline. I feel like it works with quite a few different necklines, whether they're higher or lower. I just love how it looks. And if you don't know this one already, I've had it for quite a while, but I really love the fact that it's like a half kind of chain, half pearl. I think it's so beautiful. I personally prefer to wear it where you just kind of get the pearls on show, but it means that if it kind of starts to twist, it still looks really cool. I have put on my gorgeous vintage inspired watch, and obviously put my engagement ring back on, which is looking really shiny. I can't remember if I told you, but I got it cleaned the other day, and look how shiny it looks. Again, I absolutely love it. I've then gone for some gold on this hand. I'm stacking a couple of really gorgeous little dainty rings. I've gone for the little infinity one, and I've paired it with the wishbone, and then I've gone for two bangles, which I love, the gold and the silver, and I always love how much they just kind of like hit into each other. And then I've gone for the hoops. I'm really loving these hoops at the moment. I feel like they can be kind of dressed up or dressed down, and I feel like this works really well with the dress. And then with regards to shoes, I brought one pair of evening shoes, so I'm going to wear those tonight, and that is my little Phase 8 raffia sandals. So I'm going to wear them, and I'm going to pair that with my YSL basket bag, because this is actually the only handbag that I brought. I use this as hand luggage on the plane, and I figured it would be the perfect bag to bring because it's black, so I feel like I can wear it in the evening. I feel like I can style it up, but obviously it's a great everyday bag as well. It has warmed up a little bit. It's actually gotten quite bright and sunny outside now, so I'm debating whether I'm going to need my jacket. I might bring it just in case. I can always just chuck it over the top of my shoulders. I feel like it's one of those jackets that just works with absolutely everything. Like, no matter what I'm wearing, whether it's day or night, I can just, yeah, that's cute. And the gold buttons go really well with the gold jewellery. Oh, I love this. It's such a cute little outfit. So already, what time is it? 5:05. Perfect. We're leaving at 5:15 to go and have a few drinks in town. I think we're heading into Ramsey, I believe. I'm not entirely sure where this Indian place is. I think it's in Ramsey, but we're heading down for a couple of drinks beforehand for a really yummy meal tonight. So really looking forward to it. My goodness me, did we have the loveliest evening last night. I think we finished 2 bottles of champagne, which is literally ridiculous and explains why I have a little bit of a croaky voice and my face is so puffy this morning. So we're doing a mirror shot right now because I do not feel confident enough to have you guys face to face at the moment. I've also just got the fluffiest little robe on this morning, and underneath I have my Hunter G swimming costume because we're going down to use the pool that they have in their like flat complex. They've got it like right at the bottom in the underground section of the apartment building, I guess you would say. So we are going to make the most of it, and you guys know how much I adore my swimming, so really excited to use the pool because it looks like a really gorgeous pool, and it is a balmy 28 degrees, which I am really excited about. So I think it's going to feel like swimming in a hot bath, and after the Indian that we had last night, I definitely need to swim it off. The Indian was absolutely amazing. We went to a place called something Flavors, and it was so lovely. The waiter was really nice, and it turns out he used to live in Winchester, which is absolutely hilarious because coming from Winchester to the Isle of Man is like really random. So it's like, what are the odds? But he was really lovely in the sense of when I ordered something, I said to him, I was like, oh, is it spicy? And he was like, yeah, nah, if you can handle a bit of spice, this will be fine. And I looked at him and went, no, I can't handle any spice. And he was like, oh, don't order that then. Like, found something else for me to order, which was absolutely delicious. It was like a chicken tikka with like this kind of like minty sauce, and it was so incredible. The chef there is amazing in the sense that all of the Indians are very like, they're full of spices without being spicy, if that makes sense. Like basically they have spices but they're not hot. So I really enjoyed it as a girl who sometimes struggles with Indians because I don't like spice and I don't like heat in my food. It was absolutely amazing. But we're gonna head down and basically swim off dinner from last night and just enjoy an hour or so in the pool. So it's a little while later now, and I've just propped you up by the window because I feel like the lighting is a little bit better now, but I had such a lovely morning. I literally was in the pool for about an hour. Alex ended up deciding to use the little like home kind of gym that they've got downstairs again, which is like available for all the residents in the apartment complex, which meant I had the pool all to myself. It literally felt like I had a private pool. I just stuck some music on, I was swimming up and down doing my legs, and I was in there for about an hour. I absolutely loved it. Like, that is the dream, to have my own private pool. I just love swimming. I don't know what it is about it. I just find it really like calming, really relaxing, but you're still like getting your body moving and doing a little bit of exercise. And then I ended up in the jacuzzi for a good 15 minutes as well. So a really lovely way to spend the morning, and a great way just to like work off last night's dinner because we're heading out for lunch, which I'm really looking forward to. So I've just put on a really cute little dress. This is my little white company number. I picked this up in my Gunwall vlog, but I will leave it linked down below because it is available online and it is discounted at the moment. It's in the sale. It has pockets, it's got the gorgeous little like cinched in waist, and I love the fact that it's long sleeves. It's one of those dresses that's just like so perfect for that kind of like modest fashion trend at the moment. If you love modest fashion, this is one of those dresses that I feel like you're going to love, and every time I wear this dress I get so many compliments on it. And because it's like very minimal in its design, obviously it's just white with these little ditzy florals on, it's not going to date, it's not going to go out of style. So I absolutely love this dress. And let me show you my jewellery today actually, because I've got some Pandora favourites in my ears. I have these gorgeous little hoop earrings. I absolutely love these. Goodness me, I'm looking very very stark there, but I love how these earrings look. I then have a gorgeous little diamante necklace, which is another item from Pandora that I just get so many compliments on. It's actually not a real diamond, but it looks like it is, so everyone always gives me so many compliments on it. I do actually have a real diamond. I've got the little brilliance ring on along with my 2 favourite bangles, and then I've gone pearls on this hand, which I wanted to dress up a little bit, so I thought pearls would be a nice way just to elevate the look a little bit. And then of course my lovely engagement ring. We're actually heading out for lunch now. We're going to an amazing Japanese place, which I'm so excited about because you know how much I love my sushi, so I'm really, really looking forward to it. So let's get going. So we have come down to Castletown, which is one of the gorgeous seaside villages here in the Isle of Man, as you can see. It's a reason it's called Castletown. Big castle behind me, but we've just come down to the Japanese place here, and it is so sunny, and it is just so beautiful when the sun is shining. And I'm so hungry, so I'm really excited for lunch.
That little glass ball seals it.
That's clever. That's very clever. That Japanese was absolutely incredible. I am stuffed now, absolutely stuffed. We got starters, mains, and finished off with some dessert. We finished off with wasabi ice cream. Not sure I'm a huge fan of that, but it was really interesting to try and definitely a unique experience. So we're going to go for a little walk around Castletown, little kind of village centre. It is bustling on a sunny Saturday like today. A rather tipsy Ellie right now. We had the most amazing Japanese for lunch, and then basically went out and spent the rest of the afternoon in a beer garden, enjoying some lovely bubbly, lovely fizz, and sitting out and enjoying the sunshine because it was such beautiful weather. Like, honestly, when the Isle of Man, when it is when the sun is shining on the Isle of Man, that's what I was trying to say. When the sun is shining on the Isle of Man, it is just such a beautiful place to be. Like, it's one of the most beautiful places in the world, in my opinion. And it was so, so lovely just to sit out and just chat and enjoy the sunshine. We actually ended up as well bumping into one of Alex's childhood friends who has the most beautiful little baby boy. So we were sitting chatting to them as she was bouncing the baby boy, and we were getting lots of smiles and giggles out of him, which was just the loveliest thing ever. So we've had such a gorgeous afternoon just enjoying each other's company and having some lovely bubbles. We are now back at the flat now, and I believe Alison is cooking us a lovely, lovely dinner tonight, which I'm really, really looking forward to. I think I've mentioned it before, but Alex's mum is two things: a gardener extraordinaire and a chef extraordinaire. So if she tells you to do anything in the garden, you do it. And if she gives you a recipe to try when it comes to cooking, you try it, because she is just absolutely incredible. Like, I've never tasted food like what she cooks. Like, she will literally like marinate something for 6 hours. I don't know how she has the patience. But yeah, we are having dinner at the flat tonight, and then I think we're just going to enjoy a bit of a movie night in, because obviously we've been out quite a lot whilst we've been here, and sometimes it's just really nice just to like get into comfies, get into cozies and hunker down for the evening. They have such a gorgeous flat that it's a really, really nice place to be, basically. So I'm going to go enjoy a lovely dinner, and I'll probably catch you guys in the morning, because if I drink any more, I'm not going to make it through the rest of the night. I'm not going to lie to you. Honestly, Ellie. Oh no, my camera battery's flashing. Need to change that. Thank goodness I brought spares. But yeah, look at my lashes actually. They're looking so good. Oh, I love it when I get a lash lift. And the freckles on my nose. Oh, you can really tell I've been out in the sun today. Wow. Riveting content, Ellie. Riveting.
Good morning, everyone. It is the next day now, and despite the fact that the lighting looks so weird and so blue, the sun is actually shining, which is really, really exciting. I think we're just gonna have quite a chill one today. It's a Sunday, and so none of us really want to go like ham on anything. Alex is actually heading out to meet a childhood friend this morning, which is really, really lovely. So I think Alice and I are gonna go for a bit of a walk, just have a walk down to the shore, maybe grab a coffee, have a bit of a chat, and just kind of like stretch our legs a little bit, because she made the most amazing dinner last night. It was like kebabs, but obviously kind of like on another level, like really high quality meat, amazing salad and wraps, and it was just absolutely amazing. So I think we're just gonna go and have a bit of a walk and a bit of a stretch. So I literally just have on one of my favorite dresses, this phase 8 smock number on. I've gone hair up today because, to tell you the truth, I really can't be bothered to wash it today, so we're just doing a ponytail. I'm gonna spray some perfume. I brought my English Pet and Freesia, the kind of like mini size from Jo Malone, which is just my absolute favorite. Love this perfume so much, and I've gone super minimal with jewelry today. I'm just doing some little huggy hoops from Pandora, my favorite little bracelet, and a little ring, because I feel like today is just one of those days where we just want to be super chill and super pared back. So we're gonna head out on our walk. Because my goodness me, the wind is winding right now, but we've just come for a walk along the promenade, and oh my goodness me, this view, I mean, look at this. Is this not just absolute like holiday heaven? Do you know, the shorefront always reminds me a lot of Bournemouth, because it's very Victorian-esque. I mean, obviously the Isle of Man was an island that a lot of Brits would come over to for their holidays, so it's got the really classic like Victorian kind of beachfront with the like promenade, and you've got the gorgeous like Victorian terrace houses behind me. There's like big townhouses. It's absolutely stunning. It's a bit Brighton-esque as well, but it's a sand beach, not a pebble beach. So yeah, it's so lovely just going for a walk, stretching your legs, making the most of the sunshine, because I think it's gonna cloud over by this afternoon, but it's just such a perfect morning to be out for a stroll. I just love the architecture of these buildings. It just feels so like quintessentially seaside British kind of vibes. Honestly, what I would give to see what inside looks like, although I have a feeling that a lot of them have probably looked nothing like they used to back in Victorian times, but I bet they have so many gorgeous old like original features and all of the kind of designs. Can you imagine this being your view when you look out in the morning? I mean, it's just incredible. Goodness me, I feel like we have not stopped today. It started our morning down at Douglas Promenade, had a lovely walk and a coffee, and then we've basically just been making the most of family time. You would have seen that we went down and basically spent the afternoon just playing balls, grabbing some drinks, and soaking up the sunshine. It's been such a gorgeous day today. We got really, really lucky with the weather. So as you can see, I've just chucked back on my Hansa G swimsuit. This is the black scoop neck, and I would say if you are looking looking to get yourself a Hansa G, if you're looking to get your hands on one, definitely go with the classic scoop neck. I feel like it's a classic for a reason. It's the most versatile and one of the most comfortable. Either this one actually or the square neckline is also another favourite, but we are going to make the most of the pool that they've got here in the apartment complex, and I'm going to go for a lovely evening swim, so really looking forward to it. Wanted to come on here to sign off this video because I don't think I'll be picking up the camera tomorrow. We've got a flight first thing in the morning. We are heading back home, back down to lovely Hampshire, but we really have just had the loveliest weekend with the family, with Alison and Lindsay. It's just been so lovely and really nostalgic for the both of us. For Alex, more to do with his childhood, and for me it was all about like whenever I used to come over and visit him. So it's been such a lovely weekend. Hope you've enjoyed being introduced to my family a little bit more, my future in-laws. Honestly, I just love saying that. But I'm gonna leave the vlog here because it is our last night. We're gonna hunker down with some dinner and watch a film and just enjoy the last evening of each other's company.